Hello, and welcome to yet another episode from Maza Bitcoin. Enjoy the music while it lasts, because I'm just one man with one or two phones. And the magic happens all over here on this side of the table. This is where the magic happens. This is where it all takes place. There's no editing, like, I said the wrong thing, I'm afraid what people will think. No, none of that. Just a good old-fashioned, honest perspective, folks, because that's what it's all about. It's about perspective, and it's about pathetic. It's about perspective. Have some chicken soup. It's good for you. The people on this side of the world are known for their chicken soup. There you go. Just makes me feel good. Be nourishing people. Nourishing all you people in these difficult times. Here you go. Oh, there you go. What? I feel something coming on. You want some more? There you go. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. I have a secret. Do you want to buy Bitcoin for $125, sir? It's a little thing called Monero XMR. Isn't it the strangest thing? Knowing that anyone you know, because you have things like Line and messaging apps that I used to have that I no longer have. The last thing I have is an email address. And this absolute disgusting Google, it's a tenant of Google. It's like an octopus, one of his little arms, his little Google arms. Oh, we bought YouTube too. We're those pesky Irish people, pesky Irish Catholics that take over the world. You know, the world's financing. You know, you're just good at that, honk. So lately I have no messaging app, which means my only outlet to conversation to the outside world from my giant house is this fucking television. No, it's not a television. It's an iPhone. And just because you're probably wondering, what kind of iPhone does he have? The old kind. That's the kind I have. The kind that's still working in my Pocketo. But now, the other day, I was making another Bitcoin video and my phone overheated. So once my phone overheated, I had some problems with it and I couldn't get my app, which they refer to as Line, L-I-N-E, and I couldn't get my app to work. Still cannot. Back to the secret. Would you like to purchase Bitcoin at $125 for 100 million parts? You guys, of course, know Bitcoin has 100 million Satoshis. Same as Monero. 100 million parts. I don't know what they call the fractions of a Monero. Some other interesting news, Monero is something to look into. It's at a very low evaluation. Price of $125 for a coin that no coin will ever surpass. Hold one moment, please. No coin will ever surpass Bitcoin in its superiority because it's got the first mover advantage and it's got certain qualities to it that cannot be mimicked by other protocols. Cannot. Bitcoin is obviously, if you can't see this now, you're not paying attention. Meaning, what am I about to say? If you cannot see clearly that Bitcoin is taking over the standard of what we consider money, yeah? So in other words, in the future, when anyone sells a house, they'll talk about what the price of that house would be in Satoshis. Just like if you sold a car or anything else, because it's unchangeable, unconfiscatable, virtual scarcity. I've been talking about Bitcoin for many years now. When I first heard about it, I thought, wow, what a stupid thing, it's going to get hacked. That's what I thought. And exchanges got hacked, but Bitcoin itself cannot be hacked. It cannot be hacked. And that's one of the things when you're buying Bitcoin, you're actually buying security. It's like holding gold, except you profit far more from it than gold, and you don't have to hide it. You don't. You just put it in an offline Nano Ledger Mini, Nano Ledger wallet. That's what I recommend. I don't sell anything on this channel. I'm just here to be your friend and help improve people's lives, because I know how hard life is. Life is so difficult sometimes, isn't it? So difficult. You lose your Line app and you can't tell anyone anything. You can't talk to people that you love because you're stuck in a fucking country that you happen to be in when the lockdown happened because of COVID, right? And you're stuck in that country and you don't know anyone well. Been almost a year since I hung out with someone that I know well. That may not sound very sad to you, but it is to me. I like people I know well. So what I want to say, the secret, look into Monero. It's number 14 on CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko, and it has all the same properties of Bitcoin, except it's actually in some ways more like Bitcoin than Bitcoin itself. It's completely private. The IRS came out and they paid a bounty,要给人家一大块钱，如果他们可以被他就是把这个东西就是骇客他的话，你就会收到这个钱。Right? So the IRS was paying anybody to hack the code of the blockchain rather of Monero. And what's funny is they came out with some fake news. Of course, it's always fake, especially when it has to do with money. Came out with some fake news and said, CipherTrace is patenting a technology to hack the Monero blockchain. I say, prove it. And they haven't. They still haven't proven it. So I say, bullshit. And you should also say, bullshit. Do you know how many times I made a lot of money by knowing when I'm hearing bullshit? This is just one of those. Even if Monero, even if Litecoin, Charlie Lee's protocol, if he actually releases the Schnorr signatures, which he talks about on top of his Litecoin, okay? Mimblewimble is another. Mimblewimble is a technology that you can put on top of a blockchain, which allows fantastic privacy, but not perfect privacy. Monero has been in the business. Monero was one of the original protocols, coins. It was a fork of a fork, but it always was based in privacy. So Bitcoin is the first. Monero is not the first. But you could say at this point in history that it's very near the first, and it is the first of its kind, a complete privacy coin. You purchase one Monero for $125, okay? One Monero. It's the same quantity, and you can fractionalize it into 100 million pieces, just as you can Bitcoin into 100 million Satoshis. It's the same thing as Bitcoin, relatively the same thing, except there are a couple slight differences, very slight differences. One is Monero will always issue a little bit of, they don't have a finite supply where they just cut off the amount. However, they do have a number in which once they mine a certain amount of Monero, they will just release a little bit every year into the future. So it doesn't have perfect scarcity like Bitcoin does. Again, I want to preface the stuff I'm saying about Monero. It's a long-term hold. That's what I'm discussing it as a long-term hold, although I just sold some. I buy and sell every day. I'm a swing trader. I'm a swing trader. Only a few of you guys will understand that joke. Yeah, it sucks living and not hanging out with anyone you know well. It's terrible. It's a punishment. And I lost that app. Can't get that app back on my phone. I have someone that will help me get it back on my phone eventually, but I've been failing because the phone number is based in another country within a phone that I don't use. So now I can't call my kids. Can't call them. Can't talk to my mom. Can't talk to my best mate. Can't talk to my best mate. But when I install some kind of language messaging app where we can call each other, or they have FaceTime, which I don't trust. Hey, would you like some soup? God damn, I almost forgot. Oh, just so delicious. I love meat. That's all I eat. I eat meat, liquids, and dark chocolate. Yes, it's good. I'm a carnivore. I like to eat meat. There are a lot of you who can't stand my guts. Good, I can't stand yours either. This show isn't for you. Look into Monero. Okay, now I'm done playing the music. Let's do something else. I'm going to do something very sexy, okay? Here we go. I saw a lot of things in the news that I should share with you. I'm going to go ahead and share it with you. Give me a moment, please. I know this is so rude. Oh, this video is becoming too long, is it? It says 11 minutes and 51 seconds there. Okay, I'll continue it tonight in another video because I don't give a rat's ass. You know, you guys really, like, I'm here and I'm telling you about Monero. Right? And I've spent more time in the crypto verse in the world, right, than anyone I know. I mean, daily. And there are some people that could get some value from this. So if you know other people that would like to hear about cryptocurrency, because I'm going to be more crypto-centric now. I'm just going to focus on making you, the listener, money. That's my goal, because I know most of you can't work anymore, can you? No, you can't. Why? Because you choose to listen to what the authority are telling you what to do. That's why you do it, because everyone else does it. Yeah. But while you're going to do what everyone else does, you know, think about trying to make some money over the telephone, doing some swing trading, or a long-term investment, a knockout, like a fantastic long-term investment. And I would say, God, Monero's been pressed so far down, especially in Satoshis. It's about $125 right now in US dollars. So you could buy one, it's like buying a Bitcoin, whole Bitcoin, but for $125. Why do I say that? A few years from now, or maybe a couple years from now, you'll know why I say that. Okay, that's all for now. Tuk tuk. I hope you enjoyed the music and listening to Mother Bitcoin complain like a little bitch. Talk to me, damn you, in the messages down below. Ciao, ciao.